First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Gesicki, the man in motion. Second down, Murray. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And the Eagles will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
On 1st and 10, Murray. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with it. brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Moving outside the pocket.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Murray on 3rd down. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Come 19! Come 19! Come on, let's go!
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It is a big play there for the Falcons. A gain of 66 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready? So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. They go for the RPO and not connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
Forced out wide. Taking off. A second effort, and he is in. Joe Milton. Touchdown Atlanta.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. We'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Murray. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the down in time. It's a first down.
And an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's Murray to throw. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. It's 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 1st down, Murray. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's out wide to Warren. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. To throw again is Murray. He pulls it in around the 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Burton, the man on the move. had some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. Third and goal. Again, it's Murray. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darius Rush.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4.
Let's go! 1918! Dragon 6, 79 Broncos!
Get out of the gun is Milton. This one complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. It's a gain of 49. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Get it! Panther 60, Panther 60. 6, no,
Up the middle, here is Tootin. He'll take this down to the 23. That's Michael Williams in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, start. Get back roll 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Here's Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Go.
Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. That's caught over the middle, it's Wilson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down throw for Murray. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Murray's going to throw again. That one incomplete. They can't look up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Try and run it here with Warren. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop.
Into space, down the sideline to the 20, and he is gone. 74 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Warren. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Murray.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Second down, Murray. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
Murray now to throw on first down. He's got it inside the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. Big-time play for Philly. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Burden, the man on the move. Working out of the gun, Murray. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on. Set. Reload. Hawk 70.
This drive begins with a run by 2. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Cougar 19.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Diabetic, they mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the end, get the LA yelling.
79 Broncos. Go street. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19. Steady.
From the gun, here's Milton. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Milton to the air on second down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Let's go now.
On play action, here's Milton. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Second and 10.
18, Pioneer. Rig alert, rig alert. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Milton going to look to throw it again. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready.
And he's in! Facial shooting! Touchdown Atlanta. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First down throw there is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Third and 9. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He gets this complete to Burden. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for an Eagles first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll throw on first down with Murray. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On first and 10, it's Warren. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Mac's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And this a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage. Not gaining any either. It's third down.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On third down, they go with Warren. And he will dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
A tight end in motion now. They're going on fourth down. Murray. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Here's Milton. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Second down.
Get out of the gun is Milton. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And third down coming up.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
18 Rattler. Trap 50. 60 Eagles.
And before the snap, there is movement up front. This sequence not going as planned.
Broncos. 70 Rangers. Ready? Cougar 19 tight. Go.
On third and long, here's Milton. Catch is made. That is Williams. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down. That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A carry here for Warren. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Here's a handoff to Warren. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 3rd down, Murray. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Murray now on 2nd down. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now Murray on 1st down. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Omaha. 2-2.
Now Murray to throw on 2nd down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Moving the tight end right. Again, it's Murray. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Murray's going to throw again. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Isaiah Foskey in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Second down, Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It is third and long. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Here's Warren. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Gesicki, the man in motion. One more time with Warren. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. Working out of the gun, Murray. This one's incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
And while This one is all but over. These guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Murray throwing on 4th down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
19 tight. 19. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.